So we've just had the youth intake for this season, and apparently we've got a golden generation of youth players coming through. However, I'll let you make your mind up on that because I'm not so sure. Hello and welcome back to the Lincoln Loco. Today, two games coming up for you. We're at home to Rotherham and away to Brighton and Hove Albion. Two fairly decent games, I think, for us, and games we should be looking to win, I think, going forward. Since you're last here, we haven't lost a game, actually, which is nice. We obviously had that 4-3 loss at Ipswich, which was, well, quite frankly embarrassing, really. And then a 1-1 draw with Derby, scoring very late on there. After that, we had a 3-3 draw with Aston Villa. They got very lucky, scoring very late on in the game there. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin, hat-trick for them, and Chummer, a hat-trick for us as well. So 2 hat-tricks there. Both players obviously against Team of the Week with that, because that was pretty decent. We then came against bottom of the table Millwall. Obi Alare scoring a brace there to get us the 2-0 win, which is fantastic. We then had a 2-2 draw, or 1-2 draw with Sheffield Wednesday. That was a poor one, because Sheffield Wednesday are in the relegation zone. We missed a penalty in that as well. You can see there, Josh De Silva missed a penalty, so we should have won that, really. And that would have given us 3 wins on the bounce then, because we then went to Stoke and Chummer scored a hat-trick in a 3-1 routing of Stoke at home. I'm not entirely sure how he did it, really. We changed back to our winger system for this game because Fosu and Bright Samuel are fit again. So we changed back to wingers, so perhaps that is the reason we did so well there. But not lost a game in 5 games. We come against Rotherham, who are 22nd right now. Could go 6 games without a loss now, which is quite nice considering we're near the end of the season. We need to get some run of form going, really. In terms of the table then, it leaves us 13th, still very nicely mid-table, but are we 4 points or 5 points off? Last season we got 52 points, so we're only 5 points off beating last season's total, which is quite nice. And then of course, if you look at these teams up here, sitting on 50 points, they're only 3 points ahead of us, so we could be as high as 9th by the end of this episode. I doubt we're going to be catching up Wolves, QPR, Brentford, teams like that. They're too far ahead now, 9 points, 10 points ahead. But this top half little battle here, I think we could try and get the better of some of these teams, which is quite nice. So this is the youth intake I was talking about. While it remains very early in their respective careers, but these players, led by the very gifted Dale Stainsbury, they have a real chance in developing into a golden generation for the club. And I was like, what? You know, that is pretty cool. Golden generation. I'm expecting at least 5 5-star potential players. If we look at it though, there's only 2 5-star potential players, 2 4-star potential players, and the rest are pretty rubbish, if we're being honest here. I mean, I feel like we have had better ones in the past. I mean, these 2 5-star guys are both right-sided midfielders, so, I mean, we can keep one of them, really, can't we? You're not going to use both of them in the game, are we? So, it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky, this one, but they are starting to be quite good now. 1.5-star current ability at 15 years old is quite nice. We'll look at Dale first, because he was touted to be the best. Got some very nice physicals, pace a little bit, well, he's fairly average, only 11 pace, but nice crossing, 15 crossing, 13 first touch, decent work rate as well, and a nice teamwork. I like that, team ethics, thing like that. So he's a nice player that we're looking to be exploiting and using the next few seasons. Adrian Lukasic is the other player that is a right-sided midfielder, winger this time rather than the actual midfielder, but can play, well, he's alright there I suppose. But again, he's got some decent stats on him, slightly faster but not enough stamina, so he needs to get that up as well at some point. But very nice crossing at 13, dribbling and first touch could be a little bit more to be desired for, but once again, fantastic work rate, fantastic teamwork, determination. We get him tutored at some point, that will go up at some point as well, so he's also a very nice talent that I'm looking forward to using at some point in the future. Once again, 1.5-star current ability, that 5-star potential, that's really nice to see. So these 2 players that we've got here could be huge for us. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Neil Masters, 4-star potential, but only 0.5-star current ability right now. So I'm not too sure how good he's actually going to be. He's got a long way to go. His physicals are looking fairly nice, but defensively his stats are very, very woeful technically, mentally. He's got a long way to go before he's ever coming close to my first team, if he even gets there. He's got low determination as well. So I don't think this guy's ever going to make it, really. But it's nice to see that he's got that potential if he does get his determination up and get some confidence and things like that. And then the final player that I'll show you is Mark Fowler, central midfielder. He looks alright, to be fair. Plays with the ball-winning midfielder, which is what I like to play with, actually. So if he does get good quite quickly, we could start to use him a little bit like that. But, you know, he's got some good passing. That's always nice for a midfielder. 20 determination is beautiful. However, I feel like it's wasted on him because he's not got 5-star potential. If he had 5-star potential and was maybe like a 2-star current ability player, I'd be all over this guy. But I don't know, I just feel like it's a little bit of a waste having 20 determination on this guy. So let me know what you think. Is this a golden generation or not? Personally, I'm going to say no, really. Which seems a bit harsh, but I just think we've got some better players already in the under-18 squad that have come through. Duffy came through, Pitt came through, Wilkinson came through, Bennett and Kasumu were bought in. Mason Waters is one of ours as well, actually. So we've had some good players come in the past. I reckon we've already got golden generation and things like that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, though. We'll see how it goes. They could actually turn out to be amazing. We never know. Right then, on to this game against Rotherham. And this is the formation we are going to be playing today. Haug in goal, Vokins, Howkins, Ball and Roberts as that back four rather. Sorry, I was looking at the midfield three there. Coyle, Byers and De Silva in the midfield three. Asay, Samuel and Prince Harry back on the wings where they should be now. Prince Harry is just a monster. He is amazing. Honestly, the runs he makes down the right-hand side are fantastic. And then Chummer, who scored 2 hat-tricks in between episodes there to take his goal tally to 19, but like 12 of those have come in 4 games because he's had 4 hat-tricks this season, which is kind of crazy. Tarek Fosu finds himself on the bench, but he's just recovering from his 4-month injury, so he's not starting today, but we'll bring him on at some point, definitely. Right, kick-off is upon us then, and hopefully today we'll be picking up 3 points. We should be picking up 3 points against a team like Rotherham, if I'm being honest with you here. Rotherham really languishing down bottom half of the table, bottom end, in relegation zone I think actually. If we scroll, I'm sure they're relegation zone. Yeah, they're in the relegation zone, so if we don't win here, like we couldn't beat Sheffield Wednesday, then really we've got something to worry about I think. But we should have enough about it. We beat Stoke last time out 3-1 and they're playoff candidate. They spent a good like 20 million on Tammy Abraham in the transfer window or something ridiculous. So they've got money to spend. They've got some fantastic players. If we can beat them, we can beat anyone in this league, I think. So hopefully this first highlight of the game looks like it's going to be for us. As Chuma comes forward, puts it in the back of a net. Simple as. What was I saying? We need to win this game. And what do? They listen to me and we score. And we went to 9th in the league as well, which is crazy. I guess that puts us up onto 50 points and we've got better goal difference than everyone else around us. So 9th is a very nice position to be in right now. Rotherham coming forward once again, and I'm getting a little bit worried actually the way they're coming forward and playing their game. We've made a tackle though. Now I say Samuel plays up to Chummer, who breaks through his man, plays to Prince Harry, and watch him do a dribble down the side. Look at him, he gets past his men so easily, puts it into Chummer. Chummer hits the post. I mean, Prince Harry should be really cross with him there because he made that goal, he made that opportunity, and then Chummer couldn't do anything with it. Hits the post. So if I was Prince Harry, I'd be having a few words with Chummer right now, but at least we're still 1-0 up going into the second half now, which is delightful. I think also while we're here at half time, we'll move it to attacking and fluid. We had it in container structured actually for the Stoke game because they're a lot better than us, so we thought that would be a better approach. And I forgot to change it back actually. So I'll move it to more attacking. Perhaps that was where we're going wrong in that first half with them being on top of us, having more shots and things like that. Hopefully it'll turn things around for us now. Well, so far, a very, very quiet second half, which is fine by me. If we're being honest, they've not had a shot in the second half yet, which is delightful as well. That means their defence is doing its job right now. But I'd like to see a bit more creativity from the boys. So we're going to bring Tarek Fosu on, try and get him on a little bit, see what he can do out there. We'll also bring on Cameron McGinn as a playmaker. Is he more of an advanced playmaker? We can bring him on as an advanced playmaker on attack, see what that does. That may create a few more chances for us. I'd like to get a few more goals just so we could get a bit more goal difference. I know we're okay for goal difference right now, but it's only +6, which isn't the best. It's better than teams around us, of course, but I would like to see a lot more of that. Well, the first highlight of the second half now, this actually, which is quite incredible. It looks like it's coming to about to say us, but it's actually Rotherham now. They collect the ball. Johnson, the goalkeeper, now has a chance to distribute it, but sends it straight onto Connor Wickham. Actually got there, but the interception was made by Coyle. I thought Roberts may have just won it, but he didn't. And then again, our clearance is rubbish. I mean, we have play out from the back on our tactical instructions, and that's not playing out from the back. That's just hoofball, that is. So I'm not happy with that. Also, why is Asay Samuel still on the pitch? Why is he's not meant to be there? Like I'm positive I put Fosu on. They've just scored a goal as well. Oh, for God's sakes! Right, well let's go to overload then, and we'll say get creative out there because we need to do something now. And another highlight, but it looks like it could be for us as Prince Harry plays into Chummer. Chummer out towards McGeehan. McGeehan, if he can get it off to the next man, Fosu in the middle to De Silva. It's an own goal. It's what? It said goal for Rotherham down there. That worried me, but obviously that must be a bug because they scored an own goal. I literally thought they'd gone 2-1 up then for some reason. Well, yeah, it said goal for Rotherham, so That's something that needs to be reported to Sports Interactive and the Football Manager devs and things like that. But now we've got another opportunity to come forward. Chummer on the ball once again, through to McGinn. McGinn to Fosu. Fosu. Surely that's a penalty. Surely that was a penalty. Referee's not having it, but I'm on the touchline wagging my finger. I'm wagging it. And I'll be having words with him afterwards, I think. But we're coming forward again now. Chummer back to Fosu. Fosu with a cracking ball to Prince Harry. And Prince Harry rounds off a wonderful move there to make it 3-1. And now the game is beyond all doubt. Lincoln 3, Rotherham 1. We're walking home with 3 points today, I'll guarantee it. Prince Harry on the ball once again. Puts his cross in, but it's only collected by the goalkeeper, Johnston. Is there another goal in this game? That is the question now, as Rotherham look to clear their lines. It's cleared up towards Connor Wickham, but De Silva wins the ball, and Prince Harry's been put through. Chummer is through on goal, makes it 4-1, his second of the game, and his 21st of the season. That is some going for Chummer, to be fair. Last season, Ashley Fletcher scored. He got 20, actually, total last season, which was amazing for us, considering we finished down like 19th. But this season, already, with a good 10, 15 or so games to go this season, Chummer's on 21, which is fantastic. Alare must be on 11 as well now, and Fletcher must be about 10. We've scored a lot of goals this season, actually. We have got strikers who can score goals, top quality strikers. And there we go. Lincoln 4, Rotherham 1. And what a last 10 minutes that was from our boys. I was a bit unconvinced from the first 80, and especially when they scored, but that last 10 minutes, we showed what we were about there. So passionately, we'll go happy with that result and the way you played in the last 10 minutes, albeit. But Chummer getting the man of the match there on a 9.1. Prince Harry on a 9.0. I tell you, he is honestly the unsung hero of this side, I think. He deserves a lot more praise than he gets. We were the early kickoff as well. I thought we were like the late kickoff because everyone else already played. If we look at the table then, everyone's played 34, including us, but everyone's about to play 35 now. So we've got a game in hand on teams when it comes through. Perhaps Brighton is a game in hand we've got in a few days' time, I don't know. But so other teams around us did win their games, which puts us back down to 12th. But we've got a game in hand. We're a Brighton. They don't have a game in hand, so that's clearly not a game in hand. It looks like our game in hand is one against Fulham, which is coming up not too long away. But you know what? I'll take that. If we can get a win against Fulham in the game in hand, that puts us up there in 9th or so, which is amazing. Lumley wants to leave because a lot of teams bid for him in January but kept saying no because he's our backup goalkeeper. But we'll ask Bostwick to resolve it. He always does the job, doesn't he? Lumley dropped his lack of football concern. Easy. This brings me on to a question, actually. This part of the dynamics is the only thing that's really made an impact for me because Bostwick is a team leader and he's got massive influence over everyone. So this is why he can go there and say, drop your lack of football concern, and they do it. Other than that, I really haven't seen much from dynamics. I don't think it's as good as it was meant to be, or it's just not as good as it was hyped up to be, or it's just not as important. But I'd like to hear your feedback on that. What do you think about it? Well, the under-18s beat the youth candidates, the golden generation. So, I mean, perhaps the golden generation isn't that golden. But saying that, Ashley Fletcher was man of the match. So perhaps actually we played quite a strong side. I don't know. Can we even? I mean, I can't want to look for that. But if Fletcher played, actually, maybe we played quite a strong side. So maybe actually that result is better for the candidates than it actually looks on paper. We'll sign the recommended ones though, because I can't bother to go through them all individually. So there we go. The golden generation is signed up to Lincoln City now, and hopefully one day they'll become golden. All right, I think we're only going to make one change for lineup. Tarek Fosu will come on for Asay Samuel, and James Duffy played in the 18, so he's got to come out of the squad. But then we can put no one in there because we have to then have a space for a homegrown player. So we can play with 6 subs today. But yeah, I reckon that's the only change we'll make, and that should be enough, I reckon, to take on Brighton. So let's go and beat those Seagulls. Right, Brighton kicking off then because they're the home team today. But we should have enough about us, I think, to put up a good fight. 11th versus 12th. This is as mid-table as it gets, really. But obviously a win today will put us up to... where would it put... Everyone else has played a game already as well. Why is everyone else playing games and we're not? This is really frustrating. I want to be playing more games because we're behind them now and I don't like that. But that was a poor clearance there. Now Byes is through. Byes is shot. Rockets off a crossbar. And that was unlucky for him because that could have been an absolute wonder goal. But if we can fashion chances like that, and I say fashion, we literally gifted it. So that doesn't make any sense at all. But if we can make chances like that for ourselves, we'll be fine this game. We'll be fine. Another chance for us now as we start to come forward with it. Byes to Coyle. We're just building slowly now as we come forward. Fosu now with a chance to try and make something, but it's back to Coyle. He couldn't get himself through. De Silva, though, gets the ball through to Prince Harry. Prince Harry on the edge of the area puts it into Fosu, and Fosu is there to score his first goal back from his injury after his out of performance with a broken ankle. It's put us up to 11th, obviously, because we're still a game behind everyone like that. But, you know, if we do win our game in hand, we could go back up to 9th and things like that, which is pretty cool, to be fair. So, and actually, as well, if we win today, we beat last season's points total as well with a good 11 games to go. So, that's actually pretty cool as well, to be fair, considering how far we've come this season. We really have improved. Throw in now, early on in the second half. Prince Harry collects the ball into Coyle, into Byers. Byers just puts it wide of the post there. We are certainly the side on top today, and we are creating the chances for us. A goal kick straight away from that highlight. Just before that as well, there's a corner as well. I didn't talk over it because nothing happened, but 3 highlights in very quick succession now as Chummer puts it just wide the post. Jeez, we are coming close today. We are highlight straight away. I mean, come on. What is going on right this? We've got to be scoring a goal now at some point. Fosu coming forward. We'll ignore that one because that was poor. You know, I've tried to say nice things about him, but then he does things like that. And quite frankly, I don't like that. We've got another corner now. Prince Harry swings it in, only back as far as Byers, who shoots from distance. And it's somehow ricocheted off a keeper onto ball, but it says Byers is offside, which isn't true because Byers was miles outside, so it must have been ball that was offside, but I thought it came off the keeper first, and then if it came off the keeper, it's absolutely fine, but it doesn't matter, we're still winning, it's alright. Well, we'll make some changes once again, we'll make the same changes last time. McGeehan can come on as an advanced playmaker on attack like that. Do I want to make any changes at the back? We'll bring Segura on for Ball as well, because Ball's looking a little bit tired and not quite great rating. And Segura's not played too much recently. He's not been in good form when I've played him. So that could be a risk bringing him on when we're only 1-0 up and he's not been in good form. But I want to try and get some game time into him just to get his confidence back up and things like that. Try and make him realise he is a very good player again. And because he has been quality for us. And then when I've said he's been quality, he's been awful. But that doesn't matter. I know what he's like, and I know what I want to play him as. Fosu's been put forward, and somehow, at a very, very acute angle, gets past the goalkeeper there. But it's doubled our lead here against Brighton. We're now 2-0 up, and all of a sudden, our season could be about to go pretty well for us. We've had a good run of form. This is we've not lost in 7 now if we don't lose this game, as De Silva picks up an injury there, which means Longstaff's going to have to come on for him as the final substitute this game. Hopefully it's not too bad. What's he got there? Potential head injury. It's probably like a gashed head or concussion, so he could be out for 2 or 3 weeks at most, I think, with concussion. If it's a gashed head, it doesn't affect him, so I'm going to play him anyway if it's a gashed head. But a good performance from the boys today. I'm aware that I said that 10 minutes before the full-time whistle, and I have seen us concede. Oh God, I was about to say I have seen us before concede more than 2 goals in the final 10 minutes of a game, and there's one of them. Now we need to. Oh God, here it comes again. If they score another one now, I will actually be raging. Knockaert plays it through, but it's cleared away by Roberts, but not very far. They're going to put a cross in the area. Haug can't collect it, and Longstaff... Oh, McGeehan's now picked the ball up and he's cleared his lines. Tactically, though, McGeehan, no, you're not going to be an advanced playmaker. You're going to be a ball-winning midfielder. I think, yeah, just make him a ball-winning midfielder on defend. Same as Coyle. We can't really do anything else, can we? So we'll go to defensive. We'll go to defensive for the final 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a long time of added time, and the amount of times we've conceded goals after the allotted time period has been given, I'm not confident. We've got a free kick though. They can't score from this, surely. They can't score from this. It's cleared away, but only as far as McGinn. And there we go. The whistle goes. And this actually could be the first time this season that we've won 2 games on camera in a row. I don't think that's... We've obviously won 1 game in an episode before, I think. But I don't think we've won both in an episode for quite a while now. So that is nice. In fact, is that the first back-to-back win we've had all season? I feel like that could have been the first back-to-back. We moved to 11th in the table. But there is 3 wins. That is the first time in the Championship we've had 3 wins in a row. I know that for sure. This season we had back-to-back wins there, actually. And there. So we've had it 3 times before, actually. Have we ever won 3 in a row? Oh, here was a pretty decent run. At the very, very start of the League One season is the last time we won 3 in a row or more. Shows how far we've come, actually, and it shows how good we are at the moment, actually. So seeing this run of form here makes me very confident going for the Fulham game, the Charlton game, the Wolves game and things like that. Next episode then, I think we'll probably do Brentford and Sheffield United, but we could do Brentford. I'll show you a few highlights of these 3 games and then we'll give a Newcastle game to finish the season off, things like that. So I'll decide in my own time, but there's either going to be 1 more or 2 more episodes this season, unless we go on a magical run here and get in the playoffs or something like that, but I don't think that's going to happen. So if you've enjoyed today's video, make sure you do drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and make sure you check back tomorrow for more Lincoln Loco action.